back to another video. Today, I want to rank all of the Call of Duty perks. Pretty sure we have all of them here. And sorry I haven't been making videos, I just didn't know what to make them on. A lot of stuff in the zombie community and just in general has been really dry. But let's get into it. First we got PhD Flopper, good tier. I love PhD, it's one of my favorite perks of all time. It's pretty useful, but you know, they're kind of just neglecting it, which is kind of gay. But next, some BO4 perks. I forget a lot of these perks because I haven't played BO4 for so long. Like there are, I see some like repeats, which is fine. But pretty sure you get ammo. It's meh. Like it's not really the best, not the worst. And same with the wolf one. Like it brings your pet in, but he barely comes in. Like when he's set in, whatever, how that goes. It's kind of weird. So yeah, that's where we're gonna put it. Next, stamina up, good tier. It's one of the best, one of the most important perks in a game. It's pretty good. I think like in Origins maps like that, it's really useful. So yeah, it's good tier. Next, Electric Cherry, meh tier. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just meh. Like if it's in maps like Mob of the Dead, you need it. In other maps, you don't. Like it's really just, you know, you guys get it. Next, Speed Cola, good tier. You know, you gotta reload fast sometimes, especially when you're camping. This perk is really good for the camping strats, and that is why it's right up there. You know, good tier. Jug, god tier. In a lot of freaking zombie games, you need Jug besides BO4, but Jug is god tier. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's god. Next, RIP. I forget what the shit's called as BO4, but god tier. I remember you get an extra life from that. That is a must-run perk in BO4, pretty much. Like that is a must perk. Next, this slip thing, it's good because I know it's good because stuff. I kind of remember what it does, but I kind of forget. It's weird. Like it makes stuff slow down. I forget like cooldowns. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good perk, good tier. But BO4 I'm really iffy on. Next, this is basically just a Wonder Fizz, so it's bad tier. It really gives you a random perk. Only if you're doing challenges you need this. No other reason really. So yeah, it's pretty bad. The knife perk thing, it's also bad. I mean, you're not gonna be knifing them, and it barely even like it one shots like around like 10. Like it's like a waste of a slot. Next, Who's Who? Horrible, terrible. One of the worst perks ever in COD Zombies. Who's Who? I hate it, man. Like there's no reason why. Me and Who's Who and freaking Die Rise. And if you do, it's you know, it's pretty fucking bad. Next, Deadshot. I would put it within horrible, but it's bad because Deadshot in like, for example, PC is horrible, but in console sometimes it can be a little useful, but it's not that good. Next, Mule Kick. No, I'm gonna give Mule Kick the benefit of the doubt. We're going meh because it can be useful if you camp. That's pretty much it. Like I'm gonna put it down pretty badly there. It's not that good of a perk, but it could be useful. So yeah. Next, I think it's like Death something. It really doesn't do anything. It's basically Vulture's Aid, but you don't get ammo. You just see things, and it's very, very bad. I don't need to explain anything else. Next. The turtle thing, meh. See, in BO4, I would put it at god tier because you need this perk in BO4 to go to high rounds if you're training. But if it was in any other zombies map, it's not really, or game, it's not really that useful because what it basically does is you can only get hit if you have a shield on your back. You can only get hit, like you can't get hit on edges. But like if you have it out, you're basically invincible. But it's useless if you don't have a shield. So, in BO4 you need it because of the sprinters, but that's pretty much it. So, Winter's Halo's next. I know that one actually. We're going good tier because it's so close to God, but it's just Widow's Wine. It's pretty much it. But it's very useful in BO4. It's one of the things you really do need. Next, though, getting to the end of it already. Crap. Quick Revive. Meh. In solo, it is God. It's a must-need perk. But in co-op, it's very meh, and that's why we're just gonna put it there. You only revive your teammate faster. It's not really that useful, so yeah, it's a meh tier. Next, another version of, oh no, right? I think it's this Electric Cherry. I think. Yeah, it's the BO4 version of Electric Cherry, and it's worse. So bad tier. Because it's the same thing as Electric Cherry, but in BO4, and it's worse. Why would you need that? You don't. Okay, next. I forget what it's called, I'm sorry, but I know what it does. Good tier. Pretty much what this perk does is you camp and this like shield thing goes around you. You get shield and stuff like that from it, and it's a very, very good perk. It's not a must need one, but it's pretty nice in BO4 if you want to go to high rounds. Now Widow's Rewind, God tier. When this came out in BO3, the only new perk in BO3, it was wild. It was one of the most OP things. People were arguing if Jug or Widow's Wine was more important, because you just don't know. Next, though, BO4 Deadshot. Now, I don't know where to put this. It's really just the same thing. It has some stuff new, but it's really just the same thing. I think you can aim down sights faster, too. So it's bad tier. Same thing as Deadshot. So yeah, it's not that good. Next, it's basically PhD, but or like banana colada kind of. We're going meh because it can be useful, kind of like a banana colada PhD thing, but you really don't use it that much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next, Tombstone. We're going bad. See, Tombstone is better than Who's Who because if you have good teammates, you'll have a decent chance because you can just come back, get it. But if you have very bad teammates, it's bad, and we're just putting it in the bad tier. So yeah, next, Double Tap. So I think they're talking about Double Tap 2, because if they're talking about Double Tap 1, it's bad, but Double Tap 2, good tier. Because especially on like BO3, I noticed if you don't have Double Tap 2, it's gonna show the gun being really bad. Like I've noticed that in BO3 a lot. But Double Tap 2 is pretty nice to have, especially like BO2. It's really nice. So yeah, good tier. Next, Vulture Aid, the last perk we need to finish it off. God tier. One of my favorite perks, one of my favorite maps, Buried. It is so underrated. It needs to come back in Zombies. But here's my list. Also, I just noticed, I'm sorry I couldn't get to the Cold War perks. They're kind of the same, but they have different, abilities. But sorry about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.